It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got something interesting today. Knox Hill dropped a UMG Diss, and I feel like as a reaction channel, I have to check this out. The amount of shit that they've copyright claimed and things that I don't even think they have the right to copyright claim, it's insanity. It's probably hundreds of thousands of dollars from every channel, if not millions from big channels like Knox, Crypt, is absolutely insane. So I feel like this is appropriate, and I wanted to dive into it. Now, before we do, for anyone that does not know, twitch.tv/DuaneTV. I go live Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, usually nighttime streams, once in a while in the morning. Been playing a lot of Arc Raiders, but we also do music reactions. We watch random videos, talk about crazy shit. I don't know if I should share the last topic that we talked about. It was a little bit out there, but that's what we do when we have a good time. So you guys should stop through. And I've also started to post a lot of short form content from the streams, the gaming, just funny clips, things like that, to Facebook, my YouTube shorts, on my extra Duane channel, Instagram reels, TikTok, like all the shit that I don't normally do. So if you guys follow me there or haven't, links are down below in the description. Follow. You know what I'm saying? You get a little bit of good content. I think that you'll enjoy it. I think. I could be wrong, but only one way to find out, right? You gotta click those links. Let's dive in. My bad. That was way too long of a plug. We already over a minute. We ain't even start the song yet. I also might have music coming out soon too. It's been 2 years.
Completely independent. In the land of majors, I feel bases when I pen it. The white kid from the county sound outrageous when you send him. I see hitters, I see homies turn to base heads for mentions. Damn. Lost my homie Nick, that cancer started in his lungs. He never touched a cigarette, that irony had lungs.
See, that's the shit that gets me, right? Like, some people be chiefing cigarettes a pack a day their whole life. 40 years in. They sip a little wine every night. Next thing you know, they pass away at 90. Then you got people that haven't touched a single cigarette. But I'm assuming that it has to do with environmental factors, unfortunately. Like, he may have been somewhere or lived somewhere for a while that had something going on that you don't know you're breathing in, but you're breathing in. I assume that that's where it comes from, because for it to start there, like, there's got to be a reason, right? Now, if it comes from something else and it gets metastatic and travels throughout your body, it's a little bit different. But I'm assuming that there was just an unfortunate situation, and there's not much you could do about that shit. It's sad, man. It really is. But I like how we started it off with, I'm fully independent. That's how it should be. You don't need all the extra shit anymore. You really don't.
When you send him, I see hitters, I see homies turn to base heads for mentions. Damn. Lost my homie Nick, that cancer started in his lungs. He never touched a cigarette, that irony had lungs. I never looked to smoke the same, ain't even touched it once. So someone look for smoke to game in, anything for buzz. We all know beef sells, but everything's injected. You need that growth hormone right before you drop a record. Just call out someone bigger, anything to get the checks in.
I do like how he put that too, though, how he's relating it to food and putting the growth hormones in to get more out of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same shit. You got a drop coming. That's how you plan on eating, right? But you want more to eat. So you trying to build that shit up ahead of time.
Growth hormone right before you drop a record. Just call out someone bigger, anything to get the checks in. But I ain't want to judge, shit, I'll probably use that method. Desperate in the land of the fees, where everybody rockin' chains, the land of the free, where opportunity knocks but plugs handle keys. But I ain't one for labels, I can even manage me. First panic attack, thought that I was dying.
Yo, managing yourself, listen, yo, managing life, I think we all could agree that shit is not easy. So I don't need somebody over the top of me doing that shit either. I didn't want to pause it immediately, but he's saying a lot of shit that I like. And there was something else that he said here I wanted to address.
I'll probably use that method.
I like how he said that I probably use that method, right? So he threw a little, at least it seemed like he's throwing some shade at people looking for a beef from a bigger artist or somebody that has a lot of attention. Doesn't have to be a bigger artist, but just somebody that has a different fan base, right? So they might listen to you and then be like, yo, this dude's kind of dope. I like, you know, and then boom, they check your shit out, and viral stuff. Like, beef stuff tends to be more viral than just a dope song. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame you. It's not a bad move. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point, but at the same time, like, let's just say two artists you really like think are dope suddenly go at each other, and it's just to boost like their album sales. They still went at each other. You still got entertained. You know what I'm saying? So like, I still rock with it, but I get that is the approach.
Desperate in the land of the fees, where everybody rockin' chains, the land of the free, where opportunity knocks but plugs handle keys. But I ain't one for labels, I can even manage me. First panic attack, thought that I was dying. My wife said breathe, but I could hear the sirens. I guess there's so many years of trauma building silence. Instead of pushing it down, I should've done more crying. Look into my daughter's eyes and I swore with pride. Look into my daughter's eyes, I believe in God.
So, okay, what's dope about this is it's not, at least so far, it doesn't really feel like a UMG diss. Like he's saying, I don't need the labels, this, that, and the third. But in all reality, like he's just talking about real shit in life and kind of just putting it all out there and stuff. And I rock with that. Cause just not, what was it? A couple of years ago when I quit smoking weed in 2023. And I was like, you know what? It's been 3-4 months. I've been clean. I'm going to stay, but let me just try to smoke one, just see, like, will I get really high? Like, how will it work? Except I smoked like I would normally smoke. I just kept smoking the blunt thinking I could just smoke the whole thing like I used to do because I figured my tolerance is still, I don't know. I just didn't really think about the tolerance thing. And I had my first panic attack. I definitely thought I was dying. Like all of a sudden my heart rate just, like I was chilling, just enjoying myself smoking. And then I feel like a switch just hit out of nowhere. And I just felt like, whoa, something doesn't feel right. My heart starts pounding. I'm like, oh my God. Like I literally like got off of my chair onto the floor and went to my windows over here and opened the window to try to like breathe in fresh air. And I just sat there just trying to like calm myself. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening? Like I'd never experienced this. Like I've had anxiety, but I've never had a panic attack. And so then I went downstairs and sat outside in the cold because it was pretty cold at the time. It was probably like March, April. And I like walked around the house a little bit, like just out front, just walked around the building. Like just trying to get myself to chill out. My heart was just pounding to the point where I'm like hyper focused on it. I'm like, yo, it's going to explode. Like it's going way too fast. It's pumping way too hard. Like I'd never experienced that. That was one of the craziest things. I can't even imagine people that go through that shit. But after like an hour or so, it calmed down. And then I was able to pass out and thankfully haven't dealt with that again, but it's no fun.
To my daughter's eyes and I swell with pride. Look into my daughter's eyes, I believe in God. Still I wonder, how could I guide? How can I give direction when I'm missing deep inside? Overcompensate with ego, what I'm missing is my pride. If I image made in God, then why's the devil on my mind? But check my service penetrate.
I like that. If I'm made in the image of God, then why is the devil on my mind?
To my daughter's eyes, I believe in God. Still I wonder, how could I guide? How can I give direction when I'm missing deep inside?
I also like that. How can I give direction when I'm missing deep inside, right? Like, how can I give you direction when I feel like I got so much missing? I'm dealing with so much shit. The thing is, though, sometimes that actually puts you in even better position to give advice. You might not be able to tell them what it's going to be like down the road when they get to the point where this isn't really messing with it. But right now, those dark moments that you felt, those dark nights that you had, whatever it is, like you could at least tell them ways that you got through it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can guide them to try. I mean, it's tough to say, but it's one of those things where I just feel like if you've been through a lot of shit, you might not be on the better side of it yet completely, but you've learned so much from your experience in that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That you now have something that you can offer to somebody. Maybe not as much as once you reach the full pinnacle of what you can achieve, but you know what I'm saying? Like you got a grasp of it at this point.
Overcompensate with ego, what I'm missing is my pride. If I image made in God, then why's the devil on my mind?
I feel that too, though. The overcompensating.
I can hit you with these strikes, but I ain't UMG. Room full of old men saying I can't be me, saying we can make a deal while trying to cancel me, huh? And you wonder why the industry corrupt. Finding artists at the bottom trying to make it out the mud. They'll do anything.
Let me go back real quick.
See, I can hit you with these strikes, but I ain't UMG. Room full of old men saying I can't be me, saying we can make a deal while trying to cancel me, huh? And you wonder why the industry corrupt. Finding artists at the bottom trying to make it out the mud. They'll do anything you tell them because they desperate for the plug. The advances that you give them just alone, they keep them stuck. Y'all don't give a fuck about the art, y'all just bankers. How can you put a price tag on music with no angles? This is from the heart, all the love and all the anger. Y'all just wanna see us fall. Even Lucy was an angel. The warning signs was there for juice, but they filled up his cup. When Mac was thinking if he jumped, you know they double dutch. Pac was shot with shells and they see how the sales went up. Push the chips in Vegas, double down, then they set them up. They know pain moves weight, so they sell a cut. Any gain to move angst and make it help for us. The violence gets recycled and they profit off the losses. Push you to glorify it till they box you in a coffin. Get you to sign your gift away, then lock you in a closet. Success is full of hollow tips, they profit off the falling. Then they just replace you with the next one who next up, the next acts that gets snuffed, and they don't give a fuck.
What he's saying is true though. Like these labels, they really don't care. At the end of the day, it's a machine, right? They bring in these people, especially once it became popular to be a gangster rapper, began on the street, all this kind of shit. So they bring them in, they sell them to all these kids and put their music. You know what I'm saying? And then when the inevitable time comes where they die because they overdosed, because they let them push this whole drug there, let them get all this money, not trying to actually actively help them get into rehab or anything. They're just like, yo, I just want you to be you because you're so artistically great. So just do what you do. And that's like that's the bullshit that they'll probably feed people to let you, like, that's why I'm letting him, we would love you to get clean, but we also don't want to hamper you as an artist. I'm sure that's how a lot of that goes, but it's stuff like that, people getting killed and they don't give a fuck because they're like, yo, like, just think about it. You have an artist, they're making crazy money, like really good money. And I mean, maybe it starts to die down a little bit, right? And it's like, damn, bro, this shit is full, like the ship is starting to sink. Like, how could we get this together? And then for whatever reason, he's getting involved in beef and shit like that because he's stressed out about the fact that things are going down. He starts lashing out, people come. So he's got beef with people. They're not going to be like, oh my God, we might lose him. I swear to you, they're probably in the offices like, I mean, if he gets shot, the posthumous album is going to go crazy. You're like, I truly believe that they do not care. They do not care. Like, obviously, if someone's really doing well, they want them to stick around because that is going to be a continuous amount. But as soon as it starts to dip, or if they seem like they're just a one-hit wonder, it's like if they get shot or something bad happens to them, they're right back up at the top. And now everybody that's attached to that is making money again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a weird, convoluted thing. And then them giving you money is just another just straight F you to your face, because if they're like, hey, we're going to give you $500,000 ahead of time so you can build your album and do what you need to do. And, this is our advance to you. And it seems like, oh my God, I'm getting $500K. A lot of people are not even equipped to save money properly, manage it, or any of that. They're always young artists. They're going to spend a lot of that money foolishly. They're going to make the album. Then the album's going to come out. They don't realize that on their contract is probably going to say like, oh, it's like a 70-30 split or something insane, right? So then the label takes 70% because they're like, well, we're going to promote you. We're going to do all these things. We're the reason your shit's going to get out there. So we'll take 70, you take 30. But off of that 30%, we also want you to start to pay back that $500,000 advance because we're going to need that back. And then your album doesn't do good. Well, now you're screwed because now they don't give a shit about you. Now they're going to shelf you. Now they want nothing to do with you. And now you still owe them $500,000. So now you got to go back to trying to do everything yourself, but also have this big debt on your back. You know what I mean? Like, the amount of artists that are probably in positions like that is absolutely insane. And I don't know if 500,000 is like an accurate number. I mean, it could be 100,000, could be 50,000. If you seem like you're that big, it could be up to 1 million. Who knows what it is? But it's a number that you aren't capable of achieving yourself, because that's why they're giving it to you, and you're probably not going to be in the best position to pay it back if the shit doesn't work out. So you got to be careful with all that stuff.
Any game to move angst and make it help for us. The violence gets recycled and they profit off the losses. Push you to glorify it till they box you in a coffin. Get you to sign your gift away, then lock you in a closet. Success is full of hollow tips, they profit off the falling. Then they
that was definitely the greatest sequence of this whole track, I think. That whole little sequence there where he breaks down them wanting to push the violence, which encourages the artist to do it, and then the artist ends up getting themselves killed somehow or in a bad situation, or whatever the case is, and now they profit off of that, and for them it's just this cycle. It's like a formula at this point.
Place you with the next one who next up, the next acts that gets snuffed, and they don't give a fuck. They plan another one and water down the message. I don't give a fuck if I'm left rhyming in this desert. They control the power, you see knowledge is a weapon, and they know time is money, so I value every second. May you always seek the answers and be louder with the questions. I wrote this to remind you that your power's in the message. Don't forget it.
I like that.
Independent Volume 1.
This was dope. I feel like my reaction wasn't that great. Today's been a weird day. I recorded some anime reactions this morning. I feel like I'm not like explaining myself or getting my words out. It's just not as precise and like on point as I feel like I want it to be, or that it usually is. So I don't know if this came across that way as well. It felt it a little bit where I feel like I was struggling to like make my point or get to what I wanted and sang it in the right way, but I just kind of rolled with it the best that I could. So hopefully you get what I meant throughout this video. Let me know what you guys thought down below. Shout out to Knox Hill. Again, twitch.tv/DuaneTV. Come tap in with me on the live streams. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday are the normal days. Every once in a while, you might see me on one of the other days, but those days for sure we're live. It's going to be a lot of Arc Raiders right now, but I think we'll probably have a stream soon where we're just going to kick it, watch some videos, music reactions, random shit. You're always welcome to bring links, bring shit through, join the conversation. Appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Stay safe. I will catch you in the next one, homies.